Hello and welcome to another video, and today as you can see we're on Motogp 19 once again. I tried to start the video on the the start screen, but as I press the button to record it advances onto the next page, so apologies for that, but it doesn't really matter at the end of it. You will have seen by the title what we're doing today, and we are finally sort of back with some random mods and experimentations, so new game. So what we're going to do is go to Moto3 here. We may as well go for the custom rider, and we may as well go for the team that we are in, so Grassini. And yes, it seems like it's worked, which is good. Laguna Seca has shown up, in fact, on the screen here. So what we've done is we've modded Laguna Seca to work in the Moto3 class. Now, I haven't really, I've not tested this yet, so the game could crash. I'm not 100% sure, so let's just start the weekend and hopefully it goes well. Okay, yeah, I forgot you have to go through and select the stuff. The AI could also just react really weird as well. There's no quality times or anything for this, so the grids might be a bit messed up or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not liking the fact that it's stuck on 20%, not gonna lie. But oh no, it is actually going up now, so that's usually a good sign. But yeah, Moto2, well, Moto3 and Moto2 I guess as well, yeah. Same with 250s and 125s. Always been interesting to wonder what would happen if they came here. Game seems to have loaded.
We're now transmitting from the starting grid where everything seems ready. It's always difficult to predict the results of a Moto3 race, but the riders we're seeing right now definitely seem to be the favourites.
So it doesn't look like the riders are inside each other, like with the 110 rider challenge from last year. So it feels like perhaps this game is sort of coded to be a bit more, I don't really know what the word would be, robust maybe, to this sort of thing. So without further ado, let's just start it, see if anything crazy happens on the warm-up lap. Yeah, so you can see all the lap times are 0:00. All the AI are weaving over to the right side of the track and are all going extremely slowly. So I'm guessing this is what happens when the AI are not optimised at all. They're not really going anywhere. It's a bit weird, not gonna lie. Some interesting tyre choices by the AI, considering that it's a 3-lap race as well. Like Perez, for example, being on hards. That didn't even show me at the back of the grid there, did it? I don't think so.
Riders
Let's
are ready
start.
on the starting grid. The corkscrew is waiting. Only a few seconds left. The tension is high, and the Laguna Seca Grand Prix will officially start.
I'm revving, but you can't hear me. I think they're spawned in order of UI index, which is something in the database. Oh no, I'm in like the mid-pack, so yeah, I think the grid is a bit messed up. Oh, actually, it might have just started me at the back of Q1. But yeah, you can see they are going very slowly here. They don't seem to be getting their throttle down, putting the throttle down much. So I'll take that as an invitation to go, and we'll go and set the lap record at this track on a Moto3. I've never raced here before, but this is an odd experience for sure. I've never ever ridden a bike like this around Laguna Seca. Only ever Motogp bikes or a couple of bikes in Ride 3, I guess as well. I think I actually probably ended up with a V4 Panigale. I hadn't played much Ride 3, but played a bit of it. So at the minute, I'd be wishing that my career mode was like this, pulling away at the front like this. But yeah, obviously the AI not optimised at all for the circuit in Moto3, so I'm guessing they don't have a clue what they're doing. But it's definitely interesting. It's going to be really fun to go through the corkscrew on this bike. I think I've turned in way too early there. I turned into some of my Motogp brake and turning point. Obviously this bike is totally different. So up the hill we go, hitting over 100 mph just about as we go to the top of the hill. The corkscrew. Oh, I've messed that one up. Again, the braking time's not the same, obviously. So we're already at 1 minute 14, which I guess we are from the starting start, yes. But it just kind of shows you how, even though there's such a small, short lap, like it's probably one of the shortest tracks you'll play, obviously it's only a little bit longer than Saxon Ring. You lose so much time to Motogp. So out of turn 11 we go now, last corner, up towards the line. Now, judging by how slow the AI would go, and they'll probably still be in the first sector. So 40.7 there as the first lap, so it's about 20 seconds off. Oh no, they've got a bit further than I thought they would. It'd be interesting to see if we can lap them though. That's kind of why I carried on going and didn't slow down. I was like, let's see if we can lap them, because obviously it's a pretty short track. Through the Andretti hairpin we go. I am going flat out, obviously, of course, as well. The same way that the AI aren't optimised for this track, I'm not optimised for this track on this bike at all. It's definitely surreal experience. I think it's a bit more like the some of the stuff we did last year. We just kind of messed about with it. Like, it was less, not so much interesting. It was kind of just cool to see more than anything. that you can in fact ride these bikes around Laguna Seca. They've got a lot further than I thought, so perhaps they were just not optimised at the start, and perhaps they got going. We could check the replay at the end if you want to. I'll say that as if I'm talking. Oh no, they are up here, so they are going pretty slow. Still, caught them out the corkscrew. Okay, yeah, I just followed them because I thought they'd actually sort of take the line, but they're not really taking the racing line. They're all over the place. They're just train tracking from side to side. So I'm guessing they just know where the track limits are, where the checkered flag is, and not how to go around. It'd be interesting to see. Obviously, the Nora AI still do learn things. So it'd be interesting to see maybe if you give them a few laps, if they would get a bit quicker. I don't know. I'm no expert, so it probably doesn't work like that. But you know, we are now a lap in front, and we are considerably quicker as well than last time. 35.1 on lap 2 of 3 there. Yeah, they are really, you know, obviously do some weird behaviour here since they're not optimised at all. This is obviously not the most interesting video in the world, but it's I think it's a cool concept. It's definitely a cool concept. It's the first game experiment of the year as well for us. I don't want to do too many of these because, like I said in my race against Paul video, Quattararo, that you know I don't want to run out of ideas too quickly and not have anything to put out later on in the year. But I thought, you know, this is kind of like the main point of my channel, the mods and stuff like that. Like, career mode hasn't been massive. I will continue with career mode. I just need to, you know, be bothered to record it. That's kind of the main problem holding me back at the minute. But we're doing some Moto3 riding right now, and we seem to be, well, can't really say if I'm on the pace or not, can I? The AI going like, you know, 1 minute and 30 laps slower, so. You know, I'm assuming they've probably finished the lap now. There's a little bit of a lag there as we got to the top of the corkscrew. Third time's a charm. Yeah, that's, you know, probably more how you'd like to take it, although it still wasn't perfect, like, in the slightest. The rear tyre's really starting to go off now. But yeah, we're coming through the penultimate turn, turn 10, and towards turn 11. So it's like Austria, it doesn't have many corners at all. You could probably the same amount, and there's 11 corners at both circuits. But this track is obviously way better than Austria. But off the last corner we go, kind of took the track limits, well, exceeding track limits route there, 33, so 33.5 in the end to do the fastest lap of the race. And now we've slowed down to the crawl of the AI as well.
Starts to fill up with the stars of the race. We're going to take a look at the Moto3 race final ranking.
So apparently they were 1.3 seconds behind me. It's yeah, pretty interesting statistic. I guess maybe like for Dalla Porta, like his generated time would be like max 1.3 off the lead. It is a little bit weird here. So if you scroll down, you can see there's massive discrepancy. So 42 seconds behind Vicente Perez, whereas apparently Dalla Porta was only a couple seconds behind, even though they all did the same fastest lap, which is nothing. So yeah, pretty interesting stuff there, gotta say. So we'll check the replay and kind of see what happened. So they actually got off the line, not too badly, but then it's just as they like got on the, you know, the power, they just didn't go anywhere. So that's us going zooming by. So if we cut to Dalla Porta, so so I guess they got some new camera angles, have they? Seems like they are literally on train tracks. They had like no lean angle at all. So it's a bit weird. Oh yeah, so he's gone off the circuit here. They've all gone train tracking through the gravel. Channel 2 look in about 5th place there. So they've gone towards the outside apex. So they've gone onto the outside apex and just sort of actually used it properly. So they know where the racing line is, it seems. They sort of know where the racing line is. They just don't know yet. So they've ran wide, which would probably be, you know, that'd probably work on a MotoGP bike if you gave them that line to take. So it does give you a bit of an insight into how the AI do work. So they are just given a path, and they're probably like ride the bike around these parameters. So they've all gone on exactly the same line off the track again. So let's see if we can get on board with Dalla Porta and have a look at his speedometer maybe, or maybe somebody else. I don't know if I can really see it. It doesn't seem like I can, so perhaps if we check a KTM. Yeah, see. So I get rid of the hood here. So they're going 58 miles an hour apparently, or actually to be that's probably kilometers. So I think they're going 58 kilometers an hour, which is definitely interesting. Like I say, I can actually see, you know, on board. So it's just the KTM riders, and you can see on board, but you can see their speedometer, which is nice. So they all seem to go 58, quite whether that's just a glitch or something. See, now they're not saying anything. So some of them are on and some of them are not, it seems. So, oh, so one of them's got 57. So it is that. Oh, someone's got 60 here. There's some slipstream. Could yes, Celestino Vietti really getting a move on here with 60 kilometers an hour. Yeah, I'm convinced it's kilometers, not it's miles, because we were going 100 at the top of the corkscrew, so we were probably going like 60 miles an hour around this section of the track. So they ran off the track again as they went to go up the hill. And if we just do a little progress check to where I am, so I'm coming towards the corner where Lorenzo had his massive crash in 08, I believe it's turn 5. I think it's this corner anyway. So you can see I'm really like pushing on and I'm on my way. See, I'm just getting the rear sliding. And they're still going slowly up the hill at this point. I really hope this music is not copyrighted, by the way, in the menu, the replay cameras, because I'll be a bit screwed if it is. We've definitely exceeded our 30. And then if we cut to the back of Perez, we've just got on board with him. You'll see me come up the hill in a second. There I am. I come flying in at a rate of knots straight past Perez, and then we're on board with myself now. Coming on the inside, and I thought, right, so obviously this bit's blind, so I should have known better that you have to go a bit further right. But I was like, the AI probably gonna go a little wide. Like, oh, they're turning, so I'll turn now. And then I saw that they'd gone through the gravel. I was like, oh crap, but a bit too late to correct, so I just followed them through the gravel. Just a bit of contact on with Amos there. And you can see Ricardo Rossi runs wide as he comes onto the circuit. And they all go through the gravel again, it seems. So yeah, let's just have a look at Della Porta here. So he goes in to the corkscrew. He's also sort of flickered over and then not really. Cuts the corner, then starts to turn more. Goes onto the curb, onto the gravel. And then comes back onto the track again. So some really, really weird. So round the outside I go, through the rainy curves. That's me a lap in front now, and the AI still yet to complete their first lap. It's definitely interesting. Is this, is this sort of the speed of very easy AI? Is this what it is? I don't know. I guess they have to be pretty slow. Perhaps we should try a challenge against very easy AI at some point. Very, very easy AI MotoGP riders versus me on a Moto3. Could be interesting, I don't know. We will find out. Definitely something to try at some point, maybe. And through the last corner, they still managed to get that corner wrong, even though they took it so slowly. But then they sort of got back onto the tarmac, and there they go, up towards the line. This is the, almost at the end of the lap now. And then that's Della Porta doing an absolute blazing lap over the line we go. That probably took them, what? If I did about 1.5 laps in that time, and I did a 140 lap. Yeah, you're starting to see sort of how slow they really were. So getting about 140 and about another 50. So they're doing about a 2:30 in their lap times around a 2-mile track. So yeah, really did show how slow they were.
While the riders complete their victory,
but it's an interesting experiment nonetheless.
Ranking of the Moto3 race.
So I hope you did enjoy this video. It was just a bit of a mess about, just kind of see what would happen. I could try it again with other historical tracks, try it like Moto2 or whatever. Any other challenges that you sort of got, ideas for? Like I said, maybe like a, doesn't even have to be a modded challenge. I could do like actually yeah, that would be a mod one, never mind. Moto3 versus MotoGP bikes on the MotoGP bikes on like very easy or something like that, or maybe on 50% difficulty. Obviously I wouldn't be able to do 120, you wouldn't stand a chance. Moto2 bike though, maybe we could do 120, I don't know, probably not again, but we will see, but yeah, AI kind of reacted a little bit like I thought, but other than they go around the track that slow, I thought if anything they would try to go around the track too quickly and then run off the track, but they just went around the track too slowly and still managed to run off the track anyway. But yeah, that's the lines they were taking, so that's how it is. But like I said, I hope you enjoyed this video, hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I shall see you in the next one.